Turn to breaking news right now. Millions of people in the dark tonight as Hurricane Fiona is making landfall in Puerto Rico, lashing that island with torrential rain and flooding already a major issue. And in that video, a temporary bridge in central Puerto Rico collapsing, washing away in the massive flooding there. The bridge was installed after Hurricane Maria devastated that island back in 2017. Well, Hurricane Fiona expected to dump up to 25 inches of rain in some areas, likely to produce landslides and catastrophic flooding. And tonight, President Biden declaring an emergency for the U.S. territory. NewsNation's Sloan Glass is tracking the storm. And Sloan, the more than 3 million people who live on that island are in the dark without power tonight.
Exactly, Natasha, and it is a devastating power loss for the U.S. territory. According to poweroutage.us, the territory is 100% without power due to transmission grid failure from Hurricane Fiona. Puerto Rico's governor confirming the outage on Twitter, ensuring officials are working to restore power. He said the damage the territory is experiencing is catastrophic. The outage impacting nearly 1.5 million customers throughout the territory. A staff member from our Nexstar digital team sent NewsNation this new video. Puerto Rico has seen heavy rainfall of 12 to 16 inches throughout the day, and the National Weather Service is warning life-threatening flash flooding may occur in the southern and eastern parts of the island.
There's been power outages. Services were suspended last night in terms of like restaurants, food sales, and alcohol sales here on the island.
Weather experts are saying the storm could cause historic levels of rain, potentially up to 30 inches. The entire island is covered in the storm's clouds, with intense winds extending 140 miles from Fiona Center. President Biden issued an emergency declaration just hours ago authorizing the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA to coordinate disaster relief efforts. Puerto Rico has a crumbling electric grid, suffering periodic blackouts and a total outage in April. Complete restoration of the power throughout the island could take several days. This is an ongoing situation, and NewsNation will continue to bring you more updates on Hurricane Fiona's path. Natasha.
All right, Sloan Glass, thank you. And we do want to continue to track that. Let's turn to meteorologist Alex Puckett now from our Birmingham affiliate WIAT, tracking Hurricane Fiona for us tonight. Alex?
Natasha, Fiona is still a Category 1 hurricane at this point. As of the latest advisory, pressure at 984 millibars, sustained winds at 85 millibars. It's still moving north and west at 9 miles an hour. Now, the center of Fiona is now between Puerto Rico and the island of Hispaniola, but Puerto Rico not out of the woods here. The flooding is the biggest threat, and still heavy rains in some of these outer bands, especially from San Juan, Guayama, and points east in the island. So flooding will continue to be an issue with Fiona as we head through the evening across the island of Puerto Rico. The good news for the U.S. mainland is this is going to continue to turn off to the north and east away from the mainland of the United States, so no direct impacts to the continental United States from Fiona. We do have some active weather across the country along and ahead of this cold front here that's in Iowa right now. Tornado watch for southern Iowa, northern Missouri, and western Illinois this evening. And you can see storms already starting to develop across southern Iowa right now. In fact, one of these storms here prompting a tornado warning for Davis County, Iowa. This goes until 7:45. Area of rotation near Bloomfield, and that'll be moving along Highway 2 towards Pulaski over the next few minutes. These storms continue to push south and east this evening. This will be an overnight event into Illinois and Indiana. More heavy storms likely east of the Great Lakes as we head into the day tomorrow. Those probably not as severe, but still some gusty storms possible. So the pattern here, despite the fact we kick off fall on Thursday, is very much summer-like for much of the United States, with many spots in the 90s and even triple digits over the next 3 days. Natasha.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.